Yo, what up? Hashtag Sunday Schooled. So me and Ryan are here talking about just to kind of I guess we're starting with the disparities between Father's Day and Mother's Day. So we'll let Ryan start. It's a hilarious conversation, but then like a serious one. So we're just gonna kind of go with that.
Yeah, I mean, of course everybody's heard your typical hey, mothers get appreciated more, mothers get the better gifts. But when you really start to think about how sick it is, uh, the amount of like just marketing or the amount of anticipation for Mother's Day that happens is crazy. We were saying Mother's Day they're like, give your mom the gift of diamonds or give her the gift of
It's
a
good,
car. Your dads never get that same energy. I would like to walk outside smiling and see a truck in the driveway. The same way, mom got that Lexus for Mother's Day. Not to say that I know people who are doing that, but it's in the commercials. So
Yeah, I mean, it's way more marketed than. And this is not even a new discussion. Like this is probably the funniest example was that episode of Everybody Hates Chris, where everything goes on sale for Mother's Day. Everything you can't get into restaurants and stuff, but then on Father's Day everything is available because there's nothing we it's what do we get besides the big piece of chicken, you know what I'm saying, the extra big pork chop. So so I think Mother's Day is important.
very.
You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Father's Day, I mean, is just as important, but it feels like, it just feels like a lesser day. Then, not even to go off, but yo, and I understand we get it. You know what I mean? Like today, we was able to observe Juneteenth. Juneteenth happened to fall on Father's Day, and I don't think that what do you say? We get taken to friendlies. We get taken to friendlies. Yo, God forbid you try to take your your wife or your girlfriend to a regular restaurant during you know what I mean, you're not for Mother's Day. But for us, we might go through the drive-through and we're just expected to take it. You know what I mean? Hey, somebody thought about us, so it's all it's all good.
You know what I gotta ask myself? I gotta ask myself, who came up with the tradition of a dad grilling on Father's Day? Who was the first dad that said, yeah, that's what I want to do? I mean, I get it, grilling's fun, I enjoy it, I do it. But every now and again, maybe Father's Day, you would like to say, not this time. Hey, why don't you figure out a place to take me to eat? That's not one of the 5 chain restaurants we have around here. I'm really curious to know who did that.
It's it feels like if we were talking, if we could compare the superheroes, that Mother's Day is Batman. We know, and Father's Day is Robin. See, we both have no powers, but Batman is greater. He has better gadgets. He has a better car. Robin has a cell phone and a motorcycle. He's good at acrobatics. That's you know what I'm saying. Father's Day is the Robin, the children's cough syrup, if you will, of Robin. Father's Day is the children's cough syrup of parental days. I feel like even grandparents get more love on their day. We have to wait for grandparenthood in order to be celebrated properly. You would hope that your kids would come and say, hey, Dad, you do a great job, we appreciate you. But you know what I'm saying, they save so much of that energy for moms because dads are just supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, extra tough, and you know what I'm saying, and don't need to hear anything. Once in a while we need to hug a puppy. Like sometimes, like sometimes, so you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes it would be nice to just say, you know what, Dad, it's Father's Day. I'm gonna clean up without you saying anything. That would be great. But what do we get? We get the macaroni necklace energy.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying, which is cool, but you know what I'm saying, like for certain ages. But yo, be creative. I'm the type of person like I don't want gift cards, like you know what I'm saying, like not from those close to me necessarily. If I don't, you know what I mean, like if we're associates or whatever, that like maybe like a gift card is appropriate. Yeah. I don't expect gifts from people. However, if it's like my close friends or family, you're getting me something. If you do, it's got to be something a little bit more personal. It doesn't have to be like expensive or anything, but you could take that $25 and do something else with it. Like, you know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? Like teach the kids, you know what I mean? Like, yo, of course, you know, like you have to buy the gifts, but like, you know what I mean? Like, don't leave them to their own devices. So now like y'all are all in Walmart and they're coming back with like, you know, like a pumpkin spice candle and like, you know, a oven mitt, like, you know what I'm saying? Like guide them in the right direction. Like,
come back with a share pack of Skittles. Like it's a gift for you and them. I also feel as though, and again, this is not like taking away from others at all. This is just me being a dad. You know, you observe things sometimes, and I think that there's times where like just the thought would be great. Like, you know what I mean? Again, it doesn't cost a lot, but. So yesterday, after church, you know, I walked around and just asked some of the teens, like, "Hey, what are you doing for your dad today? Are you cooking? What are you doing?" And they laughed at me, and you know, I thought it was funny at first, but then it was like, this is kind of sick because it's a joke, just like it is, you know, in commercials. I seen no promotion. We didn't get any specials.
Power tools. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, man. Like, and it's cool. You know, like you want to. Some of it. Here's something that you may not know. Yes, every dad might like to get a power tool. Some years,
sure.
But we don't know how to use them. We don't even have projects with which a lot of us live in apartments, and we don't fix stuff in the apartments. So when it happens, we need maintenance. That's what we call maintenance. That's what we do. That's our area. Sam said he barbecued yesterday. How we end up barbecuing on our day? It's like, you know what? I appreciate me. Let me cook out for my whole family to show my appreciation for myself. Like, like, yo, you know, like, Jesus. Go ahead, you got it.
Again, I mean, it's thoughts. You know what I mean? Like we were saying, there's times where mothers get validation. To me, it feels like a lot, like all the time, not just Mother's Day, like a lot, which is deserved, especially if you're there. But I feel as though the same energy should be kept if the dad is there. Okay, if you're there all the time, day in and day out, I want some of that too. I mean,
it's like no matter, it's like the big energy, and you know what I mean, like, and not that we're not saying that they don't deserve it, you know what I mean, like I love my mom. My mom is my ride or die, like, you know what I'm saying. I love her with all my heart, so. Sure. But I'm saying, like, you know, but the fathers also deserve some of that, you know, some of that energy. We want, you know what I mean, like I want like you know, popular video games to go on sale for Father's Day.
At least once.
You know what I mean? Like some jewelry. We want some Christmas love. Like, you know, some things that people will get that, you know, that they actually buy and use. You know what I'm saying? Like, because neckties are cool. And you know what I mean? Like, socks is cool. But I think that I would like that and, you know, something else. Like, you know what I mean? Pick out a card, yo. Like, he said, what? We need a Father's Day retreat. That would be dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yes, a Father's Day retreat. That way, we're somewhere away and can't be called upon. And, you know, like in emergencies, we gotta drop the cell phones off soon as we get to wherever we going. and you know what I'm saying. Like, and we're only allowed like an hour of phone social media time while we're there to just you know what I mean, like just to be able to get away and relax right quick, just for maybe a couple of days.
But don't get it twisted. This is actually only for the fathers that are fathers. And serious note, I feel as though all of this should be given, but to people who are really parents, man. Mother's Day, mothers should really be celebrated for being mothers. Father's Day, fathers should really be celebrated for being fathers. I've seen the term thrown around a few times to a few different people, and it's again not here to really come down on anybody, but I don't necessarily like when dads get credit for being dads when they're not really putting in that dad work, to say the least. So
it should be like just not getting credit at all.
Yeah.
As opposed to, because you know what I hate. I hate when people take the opportunity on those days to sort of talk down, to, you know what I'm saying, like to somebody when it's a day of celebration,
Right.
and so I don't really want to like be giving people shine for what they're not doing. You know what I mean, like I'll rather you not. So if you don't feel like you know like I'm the father that I should be, it would be easier to just not say nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like instead of but there's a whole lot of other guys that do, and we don't want to hear that negativity on, you know what I'm saying, like on that day. So it's like, you know, because we don't like on Mother's Day, and I'm just using this as an example. Like we don't, you know, like there is a such thing as deadbeat moms, and you know what I mean. Like we don't really talk about that a lot, although it's becoming. I mean, it's like becoming like a thing for more, you know, for more and more people, and you know what I'm saying, like, but it's like even if we talk about it, it's not going to be on the day that we're supposed to be celebrating you all. I think you know, so I think that all of that, it just seems like there's a level of bitterness attached to Father's Day, and I'm not saying rightfully so. I'm not saying it's cool to be bitter either. Like, you know, you only hurt yourself, but
right.
but you know, but it's like I don't want to think of everything that somebody's not doing. And I try to, you know, just keep keep that positive energy anyway. And so it's just like one of those situations where you're like, yeah, like we all know that there are people who don't take care, or et cetera, but like now is not the time to, you know, to start putting those vibes out there. And while we're on that, you know what I mean, like whether you like it or not, women should not get shine for being dads on Father's Day, unless you know what I mean. Like, I mean, I guess it's different. Like if it's like a trans man,
Nope.
or a no. Okay, so no. All right. Well, tried it. So, but I'm just, you know what I mean. Like, I just think that, you know, like just like, you know, the men, like, you know, we, you know, we're not looking to get you know, we're not looking to get credit for, you know, what moms do. What moms do is, you know, is unique to you all. We all have our different jobs and things that we do, things that we add to the lives of our children. We can't do everything that y'all do. But in the same respect, like y'all, like you guys can't do everything that we do. And so, you know what I mean? Like, it's not about who, you know, who does more or who does this and that. It's about the uniqueness that you bring with your parenting to, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're, you know, you're trying to be a parent, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, you know, I'm not going to say one is better than the other. Sidebar, I think moms get way better, tribute songs, you know, from like rappers and R&B singers, and I mean, just music in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I think dads like have to die to get a tribute song. It's seriously. I've never heard of just like a live dad tribute song. I know, random, but I think that's an actual fact. I'll probably look that up later.
So, you know, but yeah, I mean, hopefully everybody has had a pretty, you know, everybody had a pretty good Father's Day, and you know, let me say, He said, dear mama, yeah, yo, like again, see, you're naming them, yo, see, bro, like they like I just want like a couple of a couple of guys like where you know what I'm saying like where's like Tank or like you know what I'm saying like Jamie Foxx or somebody with the dad energy, yo.
I
Like,
don't want Tank to sing a dad song. No.
probably wasn't the best example.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right, yeah.
Nope.
So we gonna rethink that, but somebody that sing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if Music Soul Child got kids, man. But I mean, somebody. You know what? Matter of fact, like like the females can make. I don't know they live, but whoever appreciates their dad, please give us some good dad vibes to what I'm saying, like to rock out to on the Day of Fathers. Yeah, my Boyz II Men, like they
we need
classic.
We need like a dad song. You know how moms get like the tribute videos on Instagram with the music playing in the background with the real dope slideshow of all the pictures and great times.
I did one for like that for my dad this year.
Yeah, yeah. I did not. Bro. But I mean, we just
Gerald Levert. Yeah, Gerald Levert did do one for us that see him know his music, dog.
I guess so.
But yeah, like that would be great, man. I think real talk, I think that when I became a parent, I didn't realize I didn't realize all of the things that went into it. And so I think when I had my oldest daughter, I was like I wasn't ready to be a parent just in terms of knowing what to do all the time and all, you know what I'm saying, like, but then like as time went on, I realized that we really don't know what we're doing all the time. We're doing the best that we can do in a given situation.
It's the greatest game of trial and error. I swear it is.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, I think. But honestly, though, that's what's really celebrated on Mother's Day and Father's Day is just the fact that you've tried to make yourself a better person and also tried to better the lives of your kids.
Yeah.
And I think that's what should be celebrated. That's what should always be noted. Like you were saying, not the the people who didn't do it, but the people who really stuck it out there. So
let's do one all of us. Yeah, it's self-destruction with the song. Yo, that's actually a dope idea, Sam. Amy said it's time. Yeah, it's the same for moms.
I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, especially depending on what age you are too.
Yeah.
And I speak from experience. Dad at 19, so it was definitely trial and error. And I think the mark of a good parent is a person who learns from that first mistake or learns from that second one. You know what I mean, and continues to better themselves and better their kids' lives. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And again, that should be put into the song. So make sure, Sam, if you do this, make sure you put that in the song. Something to that effect, and credit me, please.
Yeah, it's I mean it's in the beginning. Yes, in the beginning it definitely is. And you know what I'm saying, like, because what I found is like, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to do, you know what I'm saying, like the best that I could do with, you know what I mean. And then like even when you have them like while they're little, it's definitely trial and error, particularly with the first one, because then like you see them grow up in different stages. So then when you know what I mean, like once you start having more, it's like, all right,
you have a frame of reference.
Yeah, you have a frame of reference. Like you kind of know more what you're doing. But I think even still, like you know what I mean, like you're just learning as time goes on, because kids are different with different personalities. What works with one may not work with the other. I got kids like some, you know what I mean, like some they definitely need a beating when they need a beating. Like, so, you know what I mean, like other ones, like you just get them like that church look. You know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I mean, like that. Or you do like the squinty eyes, or like my dad used to do this thing. He used to like bite both his lips, like so, you know what I mean? Like, so from across the room, it looks like he wants to punch you with his ring finger. Like, like that, like the extra thick wedding band, with the diamonds on it. Like it looks like he wants to do that, but, like, so kids are all, like, they're all different. And said, like, their personality, Yeah, the personality can definitely throw you for a loop. Yo, kids will have you feeling like you need to rethink your life, like you're doing everything wrong
every day.
But the thing, the thing is, like we don't all do everything correctly per se. I think that you know what I'm saying, like, but the point is not to be perfect, is to try, just to try to do your best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all are gonna mess up at this along the way, and you know what I mean? Like, and so like I hate feeling like I'm not doing something right, in that I don't, and I don't quite know how to steer it in a different direction. But one thing I found is that, and I really believe this, that you really don't learn to appreciate your parents properly. You in terms of like mentally, you don't realize what your parents went through until you're in your 30s. Like you don't, what I'm saying, like when you reach 30, and what I'm saying, it just feels like you get a greater appreciation for the things that they, the things that they did, the things that they endured with you, that like stuff that you may not have even realized that they went through. You thought you knew, but you had no idea, because now like you're having kids and you're saying, what I mean, like, and now, what I mean, like, and so you hope that one day that they'll get to that point, but you're really not gonna know until they're in their 30s.
Yeah, I mean, I swear it's like every day I find myself, like the older I get, I find myself, sitting and thinking the same thing, like, man, mom kind of made it look easier than what it is. And to me, that in itself just kind of shows you the mark of what good parents are. Sometimes they'll mask some things that, when you get older and you're going through, and you're like, yo, I don't know how, I don't know what you were doing, I don't know how you maneuvered this and maneuvered that, but you had to be the GOAT for this, because when you start to deal with it, it's a totally different animal.
Yeah.
And I think, even like you said, when we're starting young and you're trying to navigate things, and you try to pull some things from your parents and try to emulate what they did in a certain sense, and then what I did is I just kind of sunk into like my own style of parenting, but it just kind of pulled from influences, whether it be parents, grandparents, whatever the case may be. So you get a little bit of theirs, a little bit of that, and then you add your own, and then you kind of just hope that that your kids kind of absorb a little bit of what you absorb, but you don't, like you said, you don't really realize that you took that into your 30s. I swear, like it's like I hit 30, I was like, yeah, mom, I get you, I hear you.
Like you start saying stuff the same, like your parents would say stuff like like for example, we weren't allowed to listen to secular music in our house. Mm-hmm. We did it anyway, but we definitely weren't allowed, and so there were like things. I remember when MC Hammer was a thing. What I mean? Like we would, we would slip up sometimes and say it in front of our parents. So one time I'm like, stop, hammer time. My dad goes, I'm gonna hammer your time. I'm like, what does that even mean?
Everything turns into a threat. I swear,
like, but then I find myself saying that stuff to my kids. So like they're, what I mean? Like, so they're like, did you wash the dishes? Like, oh no, I didn't do it yet. Yo, didn't I tell you to get them? But Dad, I was busy. Hey, listen. You don't wash them dishes. I'm gonna wash you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dad, pause. Like,
what's wrong with you?
So, like you're fine. Like that commercial about turning into your parents. Like, it's hilarious because you really do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like buying them shorts that stop just at the knees.
Funny story about those.
I'm not shaping up for the hoochie daddies yet, but we gonna come along.
You know what's crazy that you mentioned that?
I had to make a move. Go ahead.
I had a pair. I just got a pair. Got a pair of those shorts. I can't wear them out the house. So I've been told by my child. And I think that's the that's when you've reached a certain age. Because it was like I remember telling my mom, like, yeah, mom, that's not okay. When I was a teenager, when she was a certain age. And it happened to me. It actually happened on Father's Day, which makes it so crazy. I put them on. I thought I was doing something. I was like, yo, they're fashionable. I'm like, yeah, this is it. I'm gonna go outside just to take the trash out though, because I couldn't do nothing else in those. Those stay in the crib. I'm not outside.
I don't know. I'm a little bit older. I don't know social media says that those shorts are the gray sweatpants of the summertime. So I guess we're not. I don't know. I guess we're not allowed somehow to do these things. So I guess you know what I mean. Like, but again, like I'm not ready. Maybe like through mid-July or into early August, I'll be ready for the Hoochie Daddy shorts. You know what I'm saying? Like, but today's not the day. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, had a couple sandwiches too many, so you know what I mean. But we working on it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Like, so, but yeah, man. Like real talk. I really, you know what I mean. Like, I look back on a lot of the things, and even today, like you hope that you're doing things right, you know, for your kids, and then like I know that there's some things for for some of my kids, that I'll, you know what I mean, like conversations that I'll have to have with them, when they're, when they're older, and it's like some things. Well, what I don't want to do is, be like blaming other people and doing stuff like that for things that I did wrong. That I will only really want to be, a help to them, and hopefully to make them better, better than I am. It's really what my dad always taught us, is that you should want your kids to be better than you somehow. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get there, because my parents are, you know what I'm saying, they're great to me. So I don't, but kind of striving to do that. It's not been, a perfect situation, for all of them, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, like everything will be, will be what it is. And they can be trying, It's like,
it's definitely the title of the live. His brothers be trying. Don't flag this Facebook.
Like, please don't flag this, man. But I'm not gonna let go of the fact that we want things to continue to go on sale. You know what I'm saying? Even T-shirts should go on sale for Father's Day.
What's like the running themes, like equality, right? We just want holiday equality, man.
Yeah.
Just like, for real, like,
you know what I mean?
Make us feel special.
The women be saying like they don't be getting equal pay, and in some mediums that's true,
mm-hmm.
But it seems like Mother's Day is the thing to we try to cram all of that inequality and make it equal on that day. Like you know what I'm saying? Like everything all about moms. Like, you know how much pressure it is to be like, oh, moms like diamonds. It's like, yo, she got a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could, I could get like a diamond chip. Like, I could, maybe we can all put our monies together, like form Voltron in like a Magic Johnson way. Just like Magic Johnson. Oh my goodness. Well, what we're gonna do is you take your $75, you take your $75, and then we put it together and got a whole lot of dollars.
He sounds like he was at an offering table. I swear he was.
Magic Johnson takes offerings at West Angeles Church of God in Christ, yo. Amy, thank you. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. She said she's rooting for us. So, that's, we gonna take it to the, when we allow our monies to all come together and to form Voltron, we can get mom and dad the gifts that they deserve. Like, facts, bro. Like, on Mother's Day, real talk. Like, I spend so much money in cards. Like, they're the most expensive cards, but then, you got moms, you got grandma, you got, what I'm saying? Like, don't be in it, like, don't be in a relationship. Don't have older daughters with kids, which I don't, and it better stay that way for a little while. Well, I ain't ready to be, what I'm saying? Like, I'm too young to be, not too young.
He can't wear the shorts if he has grandkids.
Yeah.
He can't.
You know what I'm saying? And on my grades, I don't have enough grades coming in yet to be a granddad. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like, it's, so they try to fit all of that into Mother's Day. All we asking for is equality, because when it comes to Mother's Day versus Father's Day, you all are the NBA and we are the WNBA.
I'm a fan.
Make it make sense.
But you know what else though? What really let me understand,
Because of the fundamentals.
yes, they're great. but what showed me the real difference, I went to the dollar store just to pick up something yesterday, and I was told that they didn't have enough helium for balloons because they were recovering from Mother's Day. So that just kind of goes to show you.
It's at the beginning of last month.
Yeah, I don't even think they were in a rush to get it back. I mean, it's like they buried Father's Day after all the graduations. We're literally the after show of holidays. Like seriously, it's gross. It's gross, man.
Yo, so that means that people were getting balloons on so many balloons on Mother's Day that they just assumed that Father's Day would just not need them. Guys we don't like balloons.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
deflating.
What can you do with a balloon if you're an adult though? What do you do with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good, it's cool, like for the aesthetic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're having a party or somebody, like brings them to your graduation, but it's like, yo, then like they're in the car, like there's never enough room.
You're clearly distracted now. Like
He said it was harder to find balloons for our celebration. Yeah, yo, I mean, listen, I guess balloons are a hot commodity, yo. I don't see the point in them. And then what do you do with them at the end of the party? Like, you let the kids bust them, or you send the people with little kids home with the balloons, like you sneak and then tell the kids, and then you announce to the parents, because now it's too late. Because if they don't take the balloons home,
they're gonna cry.
they're gonna have hell to pay. Right. It's like, so like, I don't even know. But like, as an adult, like what is it that you even do with them? I'm like appreciative for them, but then I'm like, I got, like balloons at the crib that say like happy birthday, probably from like 2 or 3 birthdays ago. That's like, it's still got helium in it. So it's not at the ceiling. It's still like, it's on the ground, but it still raises up. So it's like, so it's like, it just, you know what I mean? Like, so every time I go to my upstairs, like that one balloon is just sitting there like,
It just took a residence in the hallway. It's just there.
So yeah, but definitely we need some more of that energy for Father's Day. We need it. We need it, guys. It's not fair. We are tired. We, the people, the men, are tired of being Diet Coke when we should be regular Coke.
I see where you were going there.
Yeah, it didn't quite.
It didn't land like this.
No.
It was there though.
Yeah, it was there. You can't. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, like So hopefully y'all had y'all real talk had a good Father's Day and celebrated the people who deserved to be celebrated. I'm not sure what else we have to talk about. I mean, we could do sports. We'll do that another time. But yeah, let's get it together. I mean, like, it's a summary. Let's not bring up all the people who aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Let's only celebrate. It said let's only celebrate. Hey, let's go. Thank you. Like, yeah, let's celebrate. Yeah, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got, you know what I mean? Like, a crown wouldn't really, like Ryan, he could wear hats. See, got all the hair up top. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why we're doing this. It's just, I don't understand why we're traveling down this road.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hold it down. Like, when Marky and Chris not here, they're also bald. Chris got like a perfect head, yo. He like a like a perfect shaped head, like to be bald. Like, he looked like he was supposed to be bald. Like, you know what I'm saying? Between that and his beard, yo, like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the Lord's will was done there. And then Marky, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Just, I ask that you guys pray for those with premature baldness.
keep him on the altar. Oh man, like, yeah, like, I don't know how long I'm gonna have this joint. Like, you know, time is winding up. You never know. You know what I mean? Like, I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, say I went to the barbershop, yo, this joint was dumb high. Like, before he cut it down and had shaped it, I was like, yo, you know what? I could just do like some braids for a day, like just for the one time, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, those days are over. But
you know what? I am secretly hoping you only get macaroni necklaces next year. I'm telling you. I'm just putting that in the air there.
Yo, like, you know, you ever be like, you know, because all, you know, if we're honest, usually like all kids projects are terrible. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever like you look at the other stuff that everybody else made in class, and you just have to wonder, like, why didn't my kid put any effort in? Like, why you can't be creative like your friend? Like
Timmy made a statue.
like,
You gave me a booking.
like
I don't want it.
like, you know what I mean? We want some consideration. So socks and ties, dope gifts.
Stocking stuffers.
Power tools is like, yeah, exactly. That's what we don't just want stocking stuffers. Consider it like a personal Christmas. So next time you go Father's Day shopping, yes, ties and socks and, you know, stuff like that. Like, that's cool.
It's the warm up.
You're right. It's the warm up though. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your entree can't be green beans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a side. It's a
vegan.
I mean, well,
They make casseroles out of it.
well, I suppose.
Yeah.
The plates. but yeah, yo. Oh, what time is it? Oh, just about 11 p.m. Oh, thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Appreciate y'all watching, and you know, and we'll be back next week. If y'all got things that you want to talk about, drop them in the comments. And
anything other than hair. It's touchy. It's very touchy.
It's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in a church right now, and so you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna continue to pray that the Lord allow me to stay right where I'm at. Not gonna have it always, but I'm gonna keep it for as long as I can.
I tried to rub the tithing oil back to see if I could get something going there. I figured it was blessed. Let me rub that back. It didn't work for me.
Brian, because we never pray that for the tithe blessing. We just asked for increase, but you got a specific increase. Woo. Yeah, man. So yeah, like that's it. Appreciate y'all. Drop some comments, share if you know what I'm saying, if you get a chance, and we'll see y'all later. Sunday school. It's crazy because now I gotta get up and touch the button. Negroes.